Good evening and welcome to Bahrain Today. We cover various topics, latest news, and the events of the kingdom. This is Mohamed and this is Bahrain Today. A Bahraini in Hollywood. Now that's a topic I would like to know more about. Mohamed Isa is an award-winning speaker and Amazon's best-selling author. Not to mention his 20 years of experience in different industries. Mohamed Isa has published 9 books so far, 3 of which are Amazon's bestsellers. Let's take a look at this report.
Award-winning writer and inspiring speaker Mohamed Isa believes in getting out of your comfort zone in order to achieve success. He followed his passion for speaking, writing, and traveling as he coaches and leads panels to motivate executives and their teams in gaining profit and increasing their sales. Striving to inspire others and passing on his knowledge, Mohamed Isa left his senior position and followed his dreams until he was recognized worldwide for his successful publications and motivational speeches. There is no stop line when it comes to success. Mohamed Isa represents how every believer is an achiever.
Welcome back. That was a very interesting report. With us is Mohamed Isa in the studio. Mohamed, how are you, sir?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
I'm very thrilled to meet you, man.
Me too.
I'm very
Me too.
thrilled. How's it going?
Very good. It's going great.
How's your day?
Fantastic as always.
Good to hear, man. If I knew you were wearing a suit and tie, I would have done the same.
Oh,
That's not fair. You should have told me.
You know, you should tell my wife now. She made me wear this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Mohamed. So you've published 9 books, and tell me a little bit about that and what influenced you to start writing, to being an author to begin with.
Excellent. I always liked writing because I had a teacher who inspired me since a young age. Her name is Tarfa Abdurrahman.
Tarfa Abdurrahman.
Yeah, and she always made us write.
MashaAllah.
And since then, I was hooked to writing, and I kept writing until I graduated from university. I kept writing for the company newsletter.
All right.
And that's the story.
Okay, amazing. And that was a start.
Yes.
So you've been writing since how long now?
Yeah, you can say 31 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
31 years.
mashallah.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah. And your first book was?
Was a review of investor relations in Bahrain. It was a very technical book. I was a chief financial officer of an investment bank, and I wrote about something that was not really existing in Bahrain. So I can humbly say that I was one of the triggers to make listed companies in Bahrain do more work on investor relations. Very technical, very technical. Yeah. So and the reason I wrote that book is I was challenged by someone to write about it.
Nice.
So, and I love challenge.
Impressive. Tell me a little bit about your. You have some experience in public speaking, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me about that, please.
I've been speaking for the last 20 years, I would say, to different audiences. But 4 years ago, I decided to go full-time professional.
All right.
So I spoke in many countries to many companies and clients. And in 2017, I was very happy to speak to Google staff in California.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
Was that when you went to Hollywood and got the prize as well? All
exactly.
right.
So the way it
so
happened.
Tell me about the award.
Yes.
And then tell me about the experience in Google.
So I received the Quilly Award from the National Academy of Best-Selling Authors.
Okay. Quality Award.
Yeah. The Quilly Award.
Quilly.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that? Excuse my.
There is an academy called the National Academy for Best-Selling Authors. Basically, this academy rewards those people who hit the Amazon best-selling list.
All right.
So I have a book called the Success Blueprint. Unfortunately, it's out of
Success-
print.
okay.
I didn't bring it.
It's that successful.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
successful. So
It speaks for itself. Yeah.
I got the award, and someone from Google saw that I was coming to California.
All right.
So he approached me and said, "Why don't you come and speak to our team
Amazing.
in Googleplex?" And I thought, why not?
Of course.
And I went to, and I spoke to Google staff. It was an amazing experience. I wrote about
I
it
bet,
in
yeah.
social media because we all seen videos about Google and how they do
Right.
things. It's different when you see it with your own eyes.
Not only different, it's different.
Yeah, very different. Yeah, so Bahraini
Right.
who was born in Muharraq to go all the way to California and speak
Right.
to Google. That was
So
big.
would you say public speaking is a part of your success?
Of course,
And why?
of course. Yeah. Imagine this: if you're a top-notch engineer, you have the best ideas,
Best ideas, yeah.
but you don't know how to convey them. You don't know how to influence the team around you. It's like you're having no knowledge. So without public speaking, you cannot succeed. If you look back in history and see the top performing CEOs, they are all good speakers.
Definitely.
One
I
of them
agree.
is
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've read a whole book about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's
amazing.
Very interesting.
And
character.
until today, people still repeat his catch line from
Definitely.
the Stanford commencement speech:
Yeah.
"Stay hungry, stay foolish."
Stay hungry, stay
Yeah.
foolish. I agree. Can you show me your favorite book out of these 5?
Okay, my favorite book is something that I want to show. This is on startups. As you know, now Bahrain wants to position itself as the best startups ecosystem in the Gulf.
Yes.
The EDB, Tamkeen,
Tamkeen.
BDB, they are all pushing for
Correct.
people to start their own businesses.
Yes.
And what we thought is, why don't we create a book on startups?
Okay.
So this book was written in 6 months. Now, 6 months is too fast for such a book because we have 84,000 words in this book, which means 4 dissertations,
Right.
4 MBA dissertations,
Correct.
and we have 42 authors,
42 authors. I knew
40
I know
chapters.
a lot of them.
Yeah, and most of them were not published before.
Right.
So the whole idea is, if you start a business, you read this book to avoid mistakes, to
Right.
learn tricks.
So this is what you're trying to convey,
Yes.
basically.
Yes, exactly.
To be successful.
To be
Again,
successful.
we're back to success.
Yes, exactly. Because one of the chapters in the book is called the top 20 mistakes of
Top 20 mistakes.
entrepreneurs.
Wow.
So if I were an aspiring entrepreneur going to
Correct.
launch a business,
Yeah.
I can come to this book, read about these mistakes, and try to avoid them. I also have a legal advisor. He talked about the top 10 legal mistakes of entrepreneurs.
Wow.
So
It's
you
Zuhair.
Yeah, Zuhair.
I saw his
Yeah.
photo.
So we have people
Great.
talking about crowdfunding,
Yeah.
intellectual property,
Intellectual property.
customer experience, branding, all what you need
That's
to
impressive.
start a business.
So, if you would give advice to somebody to pursue writing, what would you tell them?
Start small.
Start small.
Start small.
How small is small? Define small, because you're too big for us
Yes,
small people.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's very simple. For example, let me give you a demonstration of what do I mean with start small.
Yes.
I'm planning to write a book called Walking on Thin Ice.
Okay.
It's a travel book.
Ah,
I would document my travel.
all right.
So now I have an Instagram account. It's called Nomad973.
Nomad 973. Okay.
It's where I document my experiences. Now,
973 is Bahrain
Yeah,
code, and
yeah.
Nomad being
a traveler.
a traveler.
Yeah. So when I want to write a book, I go back to my Instagram account,
Right.
and it's like my cheat sheet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, makes sense.
So I can just
it's your journey
expand.
throughout.
Yes. So
I'm gonna
that's
add
the
you on
way.
Instagram. Okay,
That's the way I
continue.
do it. So you start small. Let's say you're a coach.
Yes.
Now we have so many life coaches in Bahrain,
Correct.
and you want to start to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
So you would tweet a series of tweets
Oh, yeah.
about coaching,
Right.
and then you take the tweets and expand them and make them chapters. That's
Yeah.
what I mean with start small.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what would be, are you currently writing a book?
I'm writing so many books.
So
Yeah.
what is your, let's say, what's your latest release or will be released?
They will be released is a very exciting book that's very close to my heart because I've been working on this subject since 2005.
Okay.
I was a line producer and an actor in a documentary film called Models of Success, where we showcase successful women. And now the book that we're working on now is called Women on Success,
Yeah.
where I'm showcasing successful women to inspire the next generation of women to be successful and empowered
Right.
in this kind
Amazing.
of environment. Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive. And I'm sure your wife loves you for that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't-
In fact, my daughter Dana, she's
Uh-huh.
only 13,
MashaAllah.
and I pushed her to write a chapter in the book.
Okay.
Of course, we cannot consider her as someone who did so many things in her life because she's only 13, but the whole idea is empowerment. And she's
Definitely.
13 and she joins the book,
That's amazing.
and I told her to write a chapter called My Dreams.
Oh man,
So it was
That's
too much
beautiful.
thinking for her.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a great father.
I
You're a
hope
great
so.
husband.
I hope so.
You're a great speaker, and I'm looking forward to read one of your books.
Well,
Definitely.
If you want to read one book to start with,
Yeah.
you read the Chai Karak.
Chai Karak.
Yeah, it's not about
there.
Karak.
It's small. It's beautiful.
It's a small book. It's called Chai Karak, a
Uh-huh.
customer service story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a nice story. And many people ask me, why do we need to have another book on customer service? You
Make
know,
it
this
fun.
has a local,
Yeah.
local flavor,
Uh-huh.
and I'm using Chai Karak as an analogy.
Oh yeah.
And
Great.
there are so many things that you can use in the book.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah. So
understand.
Chai Karak is basically an acronym for
Right.
the fundamentals of customer service.
Fundamentals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So C, for example, is communicate with your customer.
Yeah. Okay.
H is honor your promises.
yeah.
So on and on.
Okay, amazing. Well, Mohamed, unfortunately, our meeting comes to an end. I told you I was so thrilled, and now I'm not so happy that you're leaving. I want to have coffee with you one day,
No,
hopefully.
Chai Karak.
Chai Karak
Yeah,
with
Chai
you one
Karak.
day. I'm going to discuss one of your books. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohamed.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
You have a great one.
You too.
Dear viewers, we will take a short break and come back with more segments.